do I feel like it's spiritual warfare? Everything is spiritual warfare. Let me tell y'all something, and I might just drop the mic on this. I think this might be just the last, because I gotta go home. I gotta drive an hour home. Everything is spiritual. Everything. I don't care the person that says, oh, I don't believe in that. Everything and everybody is spiritual. Okay? I was just having this conversation with one of my friends the other day. Like, yo, ain't that some shit? I went through all of the things that I went through. I went this roundabout way only to push me back to myself. To push me to listening to my intuition, to developing a practice, a regimen, a routine that enables and allows me to connect with myself, to hear my higher self, to speak and hear the creator clearly, to prioritize my spirit, to say fuck what's going on in the world outside around me and go with what I feel in my heart, in my spirit, in my soul, in my body. Like, no, like this world has it set up and conditioned to where we're valuing the opinions of others before our opinions of ourselves, like what we think is right for us. Like, no, I'm gonna do this because, church says this, or the way society tradition says, or my mom says, or this says, or that says, this and that and that. Yo, we're raised by a lot of people who don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Like we all don't nobody got all the answers. Sway, don't nobody got all the answers. So the reality is, you got to develop your own spirit. You got to develop a connection with your spirit. You have to learn how to listen to yourself and trust yourself. I can't tell you how many times I sat there and felt something intuitively and ignored it and listened to what somebody else said and been fucking tight. I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me, where it's like, yo, I should have listened. Why didn't I listen to myself? And that's the thing. Society is set up that way. So when we talk about spiritual warfare, I'm talking about everything you do. Like that Pledge of Allegiance, when you go to school and you stand up every day, I never did that shit. Even as a kid in high school, I just couldn't understand it. You can ask any of my teachers. They fought me all the time because I'd be like, I'm not standing. Why? Spell. If you drive through Manhattan, if you drive through the city and you look up at the buildings, you see faces, you see sigils, you see, I'm talking about carvings. I'm not talking about like invisible shit. I'm talking about real carvings on the sides of the buildings. Anybody who's looking carefully, there'll be like indigenous looking people, or there's these little statues, different things. There's a lot that's going on around us. The music, the food, the weather, the clothing, the products, like for real, everything. So it's so imperative and so important for you to develop your own relationship with yourself, with your spirit, your higher self, with God, with your creator, to be outside in nature, to immerse yourself in nature, to, the lights is fucking with us. Like everything. All right, y'all. I feel like I was just going on a joint. My bad. Whoa. Come back when you get home. I will talk to the babies. I'll talk to your son. I'll talk to whoever. That gut feeling. The matrix is connected to the fake. Absolutely. Chemtrails, the food, like everything. This is why Like, for me, I had to, like, people think, like, nah, this is not about domestic violence. Like, domestic violence is something, unfortunately, that our community suffers from and has suffered from for quite some time, and other communities. That's a result of conditioning in society. Let's be very clear, though. Like, let's be very clear. Like, these are things that are passed down generationally. These are patterns and cycles that we have to break from, right? But the only way that I was able to break myself out of those patterns and cycles and to really see, like, to see, I had to make change. I had to implement change. I had to change the way I ate. I had to change the way I dressed, the clothes that I was wearing. I had to change the fucking spices I was using on my food. I had to change the toilet paper I was using. I had to, toothbrush, toothpaste, everything. All the products that I use, non-toxic, organic, paraben-free, natural. I make my shit because these are things that contain chemicals that once they're into your bloodstream, into your body, not only are they affecting your physical body, but they're affecting your spiritual body. They're affecting your pineal gland. They're affecting your third eye. They are interrupting and distorting your connection with your spirit. So this is not about domestic violence. Like, no, this is about taking your power back through your fucking body. This is about recognizing when there is a pattern, a trauma, a wounding, and recognizing that you have the power to transmute that, to change that. But you have to know that, and can't nobody do that for you. So that's what this is about. Always. I have pads on my website. I have 100% organic cotton underwear on my website. I have 100% organic